But I'll be staying on my own. I'll be keeping away from them kind of people, and I'll be doing my own thing on here. They're free to continue dragging me like they have done for days on end. Bearing in mind, I wasn't on the app as well, but obviously I was peeking here and there. Now, just imagine someone said to you, like, they're not doing well with the mental health. And you're the only person that fucking wanted to reach out and actually do something, like creative-wise, was Miss Remy. She was on about driving to my house and us going out for lunch. Now, I love Miss Remy. Well, I don't love her, let's be honest. We don't love people on the internet like that properly unless we know them. But she's the only one out of all of my so-called friends that actually wanted to do something. None of this quick phone call, none of this lot. None like, oh yeah, just think of your platform, just think of your platform. Do you all think that I was actually sat there thinking about my platform? Do you think I was sat there thinking about money? I wasn't. I was on here just spewing venom and fucking hatred. And that was all internal. The way that I've acted over the past few months is the way that I've been feeling inside. And I understand I should have sought help, but again, hindsight's a wonderful thing. So since Friday morning, sir, I've been to the doctors, I've had a chat with them, I've got some medication. Obviously that's not going to work for fucking a few weeks, so I'm not going to be on there all the time because I'll end up fucking losing my shit. Thank you, Vixie. Thank you, everyone. I've not been paying attention to the screen. I'm also going to a therapy. Well, not yet, because you know what the fucking weights are like then, but I've started the ball rolling. And this therapist, he doesn't even live near me, but because I want the best, because I think where your health's concerned, you shouldn't just slack. Now, there's no amount of medication that can ever get away from your own mind and your own words. You've heard me vaguely touch on my traumas in the past, and you've seen the hurt on me. And NHS therapy, there'll be none of that round here. And you've seen how much my traumas have hurt me. So that's another thing that I need to do. And then just basically get back to myself. I've seen people going, oh yeah, he's been this way all his life. Look at this print screen. I literally said, I've always called people nonsense. It's a northern thing. Doesn't fucking mean it down here. Well, it does, but you know what I mean. But they're looking for anything. And I'd like to ask the people, like, because I put a few posts on, I'd like to ask these people what are too little, too late, you're past the point of return, you're this, you're that, you're the other. So I do just want to ask, what is it that you want? What do you want from me? Like, there's live streamers that have done it. I nearly said creators, and they're not creators, they're live streamers. There's live streamers. He's past the point of no return. He's done this. He's done that. Right? I've been and sought help. I've started medication now. Again, not going to sit here and go, oh my God, I've taken my 4th fluoxetine. I'm cured. Absolutely not. Nowhere. Fuck me, they're anything like the sertraline ones I went on. I tried taking my own fucking head off, for fuck's sake. And then I've started the ball rolling for therapy. I've taken accountability, and the proof's going to be in the pudding. So what more do you possibly want? Like, and I don't, this is going to sound dramatic, but the way that I feel is that these people, and they're not harsh, you know, they're not really harsh. Like, the people who are directly affected, they probably are. Well, no, they definitely are. But these other people, they don't. And it's literally, this app is like a blood sport. It really fucking is. It really, really is. And they won't stop. Like, they'd watch. If I come on... Shit, I've messed with fucking thing. Bastard. Forgot fucking Baby Pearl's jabs. So what is it that they want? My general theory is, genuine, I don't know what fucking word to use, is that they want me to be unalived. That's how I felt, and that's how I do feel now. And there's another thing as well with mocking SH. So Sophie Bailey, she decided to say that I did the ketchup thing because I'd seen her live. You weren't that important to me, hon. Like, I don't watch your lives. If people tag me in it, I don't watch it. That was, and I know this sounds stupid, but it was like an experiment because it was getting worse and worse. Now, again, what I want now is everyone else to take accountability, and I want to show everyone on here that I have, because I've changed my ways again. I'm not going to say I'm sat here like fucking Saint Angel fucking Gabriel himself. I'm still going to be a bastard, but just a humorous one rather than a fucking hurtful, venomous one. And what I'd like after that is everyone else that's done bad on this app, because there's a fucking lot of them, and I mean a lot of them, that have been doing it over the past couple of days as well. None of this, oh, it's in the past, it's in there, I've done this, I've done that. No. Who has done that? I want to see true accountability, and I want to see that you've learned from it, because the stuff I've seen over the past couple of days, to me, doesn't show that you have taken accountability, because you're still doing the same things you did years ago. So, hello, Eva. But yes, 1 minute. Getting a message through, and I don't know where my other phone's gone. Hi, Cara. Stop chatting your narcissist shit. What's narcissistic about that? If I was narcissistic, I'd be talking to other people, and I'm talking for myself really here. So, oh fucking hell, man, Granny's here. I think she might be my friend again at the minute. I don't know. But yeah, my advice to anyone would be, this morning burner, is if you're starting to feel a certain way, this app is not for you. It doesn't matter like what community you have or anything, unless, I know it is natively. So, if you get in a certain way, you either go on your sub-only lives or sub-only comments, or just stay off this app. I'm going on my new account, so I know taking respect. That's what I mean. That's how crazy people are on here. And again, that one, that's probably one, well, two things what hurt me. Thank you, Emsa. Is the Ian Huntley remark, because again, disregarding any bad things I've said, it's never been that way. And he fucking did what he did to them two children. That's the wildest one. And that fucking page, that was just wild. And that is where my tipping point were. And I'm not thinking, a minute. Well, I had them come here the other day. Yeah, they do. That's one thing that they do. So, I've noticed again that my friend has held so many hate lives, and that's what they were. A lot of misinformation and a lot of bullshit. And what I will say is, I don't need to say any names. People have seen this unfold, and they've seen it multiple times. And again, I'm not saying, oh, they forced me, they had my arm up my back, but I am easily led. Well, we know that. I'll do anything for it, in brackets, laugh. And just turns out that fucking there were only two people fucking laughing. And it was me and that other person. No one else were. I know I saw that about Finger, about DA yesterday. I've not spoken to her for a couple of days. But yeah. Imagine knowing that someone's very low and then they only make up shit. And one other thing too. So, whereas Joe is concerned, so he's received a lot of shit. Because on that post, I said that I loved him. And I do. I always will do. We're speaking again. There's been no fucking finger. There's been no storyline or anything. If there was a storyline, then I'd have fucking fingered. Then I'd be fucking due an Oscar, wouldn't I? But he doesn't deserve the shit, and for people to try and jump on him, to try and get him to say and do things, to try and bring him out to say this fucking story, is just absolutely wild. Joey has been a bastard to me. I've been a bastard to him. But the stuff what's been said about him, he'd never ever do that. Never ever. But we have argued. We've argued like fuck. You've seen us, and what you've seen online is nothing to like what we're fucking like offline as well. Because we do clash, but it doesn't mean that I don't love him or he doesn't love me. We're just fiery people. Hello, Mardy Bum. So, I've, with them all, I've done my post, because a lot of people have blocked me, which is rightly fucking so. Now, I have sent Miss Black a message, because again, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but the other people, the victims to my foul ways, but they're not victims to nothing. Miss Black is one that didn't deserve any of it. She didn't deserve a single word of anything. But that being said, the other people, they also have done things to me. And again, it's not excusing everything, but I don't know how to word it. Like, there's back and forths, and there was back and forths, which just ended up absolutely ridiculous, sorry. But, again, if they don't want to accept my apology, that's completely fine. That's absolutely... Hello, Pricicle. That's completely fine. It's not that they instigated, because I don't want to say that they're the reasons to why I've done this, that and the other, because no one deserves anything what I said. No one deserved any single thing I said to that extent. Should I have gone back at them? Yes, I should have done. How should I have gone back at them? With wit and humour like I used to do. But what did I go back at people with? Horrible spitefulness. That's how I went back at people, and that's not what I want to do. So again, the back and forths was back and forths. They said stuff about me, I said stuff about them. Hello, Lou. Now, again, in January, I did ask to be left alone. And all I'm doing here is painting a picture for you. That's all I'm doing. In fact, let me go back to the beginning. So, hello, Lou. If you didn't know me back then, I used to come on and do stupid videos about Elphaba. That's how my journey started. And then Joey made the worst mistake of his life. And that was introducing me to Drama Talk. Oh, hello, Lou. I'm full of Loos. And then, in come one of them. And then in comes another, and then another, and then another, and then another. Hello, Rachel. And then it's to the point where I'm starting going live with these people. And then it's ended up we're on the phone and we're chatting and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to give you an insight. Now, there'll be people watching this who can relate to it. So, the people on Drama Talk think that they own TikTok. They really, truly do. Now, I think it works out that Drama Talk's around 10%, 10% of the actual TikTok platform. Now, I remember one person arguing with another person over me, going, well, why is he getting a platform? Nobody gives anyone a platform on here, bar from the fucking viewers, who then turn into supporters. And this person then replied to him and said, well, why do we get to decide all the time who has platforms? And then started on about the Crush and Control. This app is a free app. No, well, someone does own it, but still, you know what I mean. But on here, people have become judge, jury, and more so executioner. And what they say apparently seems to go. And that's not the one. That isn't the one. But all I want to do is start documenting everything with myself. So you'll see me, well, you've started to see my meals on my story. Fucking kill me eating a fucking salad for my tea. You've seen me eating my meals. You've seen me fucking going for dog walks and stuff. And I want to show people that no matter what, whenever anyone ever counts you out, all they need to do then is simply count you straight back in. No one can cancel no one on here. No one has to answer to anyone here if they don't want to. No one has to take accountability. You are your own person. Nobody owns you on here. You do what you want to. If you want to do that, then you do that. But again, let's be realistic. I could have come on today, yesterday, any day I wanted, and I could have spouted off the most utmost ridiculous, vile things. And do you know what would have happened off the back of it? I'd have got gifted. That's literally what would have happened. I'd have got absolutely gifted. Because people want that on here. And if people want to give it to them, then you crack on. You go and do that. But that's not who I want to be. Again, I've always been hot-headed. I've always fucking been a bit vile at times. Am I going to change completely? Absolutely not. But I'm just never going to be going to the levels of what I've been to. So that being said, again, the steps what I'm taking in place is I've got my medication now. I'll be starting my therapy. I'm going to make sure, because it gets to a point here where you stop losing your structure. I'd give up going out with my friends. I'd fucking stay in. I'd eat shit as well. That's one of the main things. But more so, on here, I'm going to protect my peace from other people. Because believe me when I say, people on here will like the match. They'll watch the explosion, but rest assured they'll be sat in their ivory towers watching everything burn, wondering what's gone on, telling everyone that they don't know what's happened. So, there we have it. This is the start of my accountability, and I'd love, hello Kirsty love, I'd love to see everyone else's. If they choose to do it, they do it. If they don't, they don't. But I don't care what they do. I'm all about me and my people. Since the other day, and again, hi Pixie, since the other day, all of these people, the do-gooders, the people that want the world to be a better place, have sent my mods multiple unaliving threats. They've made personal remarks about appearances, family members, everything like that. My mods, again, I know I've touched on it before, but my mods have been absolute bastards with me. And I mean fucking bastards. Hi, Jean. They've fucking ripped me a new one at every available opportunity. And if you'd have seen on Thursday, they was getting in the box and they were spamming the chat trying to get me to come off, trying to ring me and everything. No one were fucking enabling me where that was concerned, because no one sits here. Some of my mods have families. Some of them have been through trauma themselves. Do they agree with everything I've said? No. Are they still here? Yeah. And that's because they've chosen to, because they see the person that I am and who I was before. I let hate take over me. Oh yeah, and you're always drunk. Lindsay always is drunk. But yes, unfortunately, all of the ones that tried to bully me, because they did, it is bullying what they did and what they have done and they're still continuing to do. But it won't ever work with me. It won't ever wash with me. Not ever, 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 ever. So you can continue to do your lives. You can scrutinise this. You can dissect it the same way as you did my apology. The apology was for other people, but it was more so for myself. Because, again, you can't start taking accountability without trying to right the wrongs. And again, if they don't want to accept it, that's completely their right to do so. I'm not going to sit here and go, you apologise to me, but at least I know now that I fingered. I know. Yes, Ben, we can. Well, hopefully. But for me, that was the very, very bare minimum in my fucking attempt to turn this absolute shit. That dog's going to make me crash out. in turning this absolute shit show around. Like, it'd be no good, would it? Me coming on going, oh yeah, I shouldn't have said this, shouldn't have said that. 1 second. Richmond, Deirdre, you're going to make me have a fucking breakdown again. What was I saying? Yeah, so, I think I'm all spoke out now. There's nothing much more for me to really say. Other than, thank everyone for the support. Thank you, everyone that fucking dragged me straight down to the bottom, because without you, I'd have still been sat here doing the same exact thing now. If you want to dissect anything and you want to put it on your little FYP show, thank you, Kirsty, then, yeah, I'll still be keep doing my FYP. I'm just gonna, for the time being, I'll be here, there and everywhere, fucking mentally. But, as it stands, yeah, I'm not going to be bullied off by anyone. And please don't for a second, because that's fucking bugging the life out of me as well, you know. Going, oh, it's because he's had real life repercussion. I couldn't give a fuck about the window. I know that they're all saying that now. Stop! No, unfortunately for them, things like that don't bother me. They really don't. In fact, I probably thrive off them, to be honest. The reason, again, as to why I've decided that things need to change is because I've realised the person I am. We'll be having them again. Anyway, if anyone wants to come up in the box, and that's another thing as well, where the bear baiting's concerned. Now, when someone's not dealing well mentally, you've all seen me in rooms where those said people have been like, does anyone want to come up and tell them about themselves? For no reason other than they want views. Like, and again, there's certain people that I've surrounded myself with who was absolutely struggling. And I mean struggling. From what I'm told anyway. So believe it or not, I wasn't Evil Avocado and I've not been on the app for years. But other people's platforms were struggling and now they're doing okay. But just rest assured, when you're on your way up, just make sure that you're wearing some fucking nice knickers, because everyone will be able to see your ass, see how you get. And when you do fall back down, people aren't going to fucking forget. Now, anyone that's been at cancel station, that's gone in, and again, I'm not saying no one say this, no one say that. Like, you should only mention it once and it'd be gone again. No. No, you shouldn't. No. But these people have been at cancel stations themselves. And again, stick to the facts. Stick with, right, you're this, you're that. You have done this, you've done that. Then the second that they start going personal, on about my looks, on about stuff I wear. And I just think, these people, they could never, like... But yeah, so there'll be none of that. I'll be sticking with you guys. Well, me actual supporters here, not just everyone screen recording, waiting for me to say something atrocious and fuck up. And yes, there'll be no more making fucking moolah off the back of me. No more having me going in boxes, winding things up. No more fucking ringing me or voice noting me. I do still have them, you know, going, go and wind that person up now. Come on, I'm fucking bored. We're watching you now. Go and say this, this and this. Go and wind him up. And then crying because you think that person's unalived themselves after. So no. If there are any fucking bullet shot from going on forward, they'll be the ones I've loaded my actual self and no one else's. So, anyway, I'll let you have a couple of minutes. So, because it is my platform and no one else's, I'll open the boxes. So, and I was planning on doing this to let people come up, have the say, if you're with me, if you're against me or whatever. If you want to fucking say how you was impacted, you're welcome to do so. And I'm doing it off my own bat and when I want to, not when I'm at a fucking vulnerable low state, because that's what some other people did when they was at their cancellation stage. So yes. I don't know if she meant to. Hello, did you mean to come in, love?
Yes, I did. So I take it you're not taking any responsibility for the filth that come out your mouth to all them women.
How long have you just been in the life, love?
Well, you're making excuses. Mental health, I got mental health. Do you see me going around saying the things that you've said to women?
Thanks whoever's just removed her. See what I mean? Honestly, this is what I mean with this app and these people. Thank you whoever's just kicked her out. So, there you go. I thought I recognised the name. It is very selective. That's what they're saying, like, about tablets and stuff like that. Like, listen, no matter what you'll do, you'll never, ever, ever please anyone. Never please anyone. Thank you, Mickey. Keep barking. Deirdre! Deirdre! She just stood there barking at nothing. Yeah, that's who it was. I remember her now. But yeah, anyone else want to come up? Yeah, so, obviously I weren't on yesterday, but I heard that the police went to Angela's looking for me. And have I had the blame for this moon pig thing as well? So, hi, talking pictures, I'm good, thank you, are you? So, yes. I don't care, listen, where I'm concerned here now is people will rinse this now for as much as they want to, right? And they're not bothered. These people have said and done probably worse, on a par or worse than me. I've said my part now. Anyone that tries to get a back and forth out of this, well, then it shows more about them, doesn't it? But again, like I've said, I've not taken accountability yet because you can't do that. You've got to show that you're taking it and show progression in that. And again, the proof's in the pudding. I'd like other people to do that as well because their learned behaviour, well, they're still, well, doing the same exact thing. Do you know what is actually worse than anything on here? Is, right, so there's people that are genuinely upset by it, right? Because it'll resonate with them. But there's people on here who actually, they're not even bothered. They're just saying it because they want to have a voice. And I find that very weird. It's very weird. Anyway, I'm thinking now, I'm going to go, because I've been on longer than I anticipated. How long have I been on for? I've been on for an hour now. Anyway, you'll see me here and there. But yeah, thank you for listening, everyone. And let's see where the road takes us. So, right, bye, everyone. See you later, love ya, bye.